Another top story we're tracking tonight. It's been 2.5 weeks since Wichita began stage 2 drought restrictions, putting limits on outdoor watering.
KSN's Taher tells us how effective those restrictions have been in reducing water usage. Zena.
Jeff, Julia, here in Wichita, we finally have some numbers on what city leaders have been seeing in terms of water conservation in the past couple weeks. The city says the base week they're comparing today's numbers to are from the last full week of July. During that week, the city pumped nearly 480 million gallons of water. The first week of water restrictions, that number went down to nearly 410 million gallons. And last week, 356 million gallons were pumped. That's 34% less than before those drought restrictions went into effect.
This is a great start. We've got a long way to go. We've also been getting many questions about warnings or fines. Ideally, we won't have to levy a single fine.
City says they want to focus on educating people as opposed to imposing punitive measures like fines. City of Wichita stage 2 drought restrictions not just affecting Wichita.
We buy all of our water for the city of Derby from Wichita, so we're required to put the same restrictions in place as they are. So they reached out to us the week before that and said, you know, Cheney Lake is dropping and we're moving to phase 2.
Derby residents limited to outdoor watering 1 day a week.
It's been a pretty dramatic reduction. I think Mother Nature's helped as well. On average, we've seen over 1 million gallons a day reduction in our daily average use.
Before restrictions, Derby residents were using about 3 to 4 million gallons of water a day, now down to 2 to 3 million. Derby isn't the only customer seeing reductions in usage. In Bel Air, a 40% decrease in water consumption from City of Wichita. The most dramatic difference we've heard in Park City. Their customers have cut down water use by 50% in the 15 days since the restrictions were implemented compared to the 15 days before. City of Wichita says they want to create long-term change.
This is about education over enforcement, and we want people to really find ways to do their part to continue to conserve and cut back on water use while we're in this drought and even into the future.
And another suggestion the city has been asked about, dredging Cheney Lake. This would get rid of sediment in the lake, make more room for water. However, Cheney has low sediment levels compared to the 23 other reservoirs in Kansas. According to the Public Works and Utilities Director, this was a project they considered, but it would not make enough of an impact.
2,300-acre lake. If we were to dredge that size of a lake out 3 feet, another 3 feet deep, we would capture an additional 1.4 months of water use at a cost of $110 million. So we do not feel like that is a good return on investment, not something that we would be looking at.
The state government is measuring sediment in reservoirs. They are working with developers and farmers to reduce erosion. And the updated drought monitor says that most of the area around Cheney Reservoir is still in severe drought. Look at this. You can see that the area west of Wichita listed in severe condition. And looking at the entire state now, most of it is dry to moderate, which are the yellow and tan spots that you see here on this map.